Hello, welcome to another episode of Midwest Kayak Angler. Today we've got two parts. We're going to go ahead and look at the February Super 6 box from 6 cents. I'm going to be looking at what I got from February. I have the tailored package for the Midwest and for my type of lake and my kind of muddy, shallow lake that I most often fish in. So we'll go through that and see what they came with today. And also going to come back to the new Plano Edge units I've been buying to put some of these multitude of crankbaits I keep getting from 6 cents every month, and Monster Bass and Mystery Tackle Box and everybody else. I'm getting a lot of crankbaits because I really like them. I've got 3 setups now going with crankbait. So, you know, I decided to get their XL Edge box. It works really well. It's easy to open one-handed. It holds them very well. We have no tangles of hooks, so really happy with that. So I'll show you a bit of those at the end of the episode, because you can kind of see how those do work. You know, very happy with them so far. So let's go ahead and get started. Black bag this time. I've got red, blue, black now. It's actually pretty nice to get a little bit of an assortment here. Let's go ahead and see what we have in here. Number one, it's a Divine Hybrid 3/8 of an ounce jig in the Delta Craw color pattern. We'll get some better detail here for you. Okay, let's see what's next. This one looks good. We got the Cloud9 C6. We'll get some good graphics up of this one, but it's a good color pattern. Let's see what it says this one is. It dives 4 to 8 feet, and it's in the Ozark Craw. I don't have anything from them in the Ozark Craw, but I kind of like that pattern, and I'd like to see how that one's going to work. Okay, let's see what we have next. Another Quake 70. This one's also in a really cool color. Get some detail images of this one up there so you can kind of see what it's looking like. The color they're showing is Golden Gill, and it's the 70 millimeter 5/8 ounce sinking lipless crank. I like their lipless cranks. I've had a lot of good luck with them. This one happens to have pretty good color. I'll get each of these out of the package and kind of do a little bit of detailed imaging so you can kind of see what we're dealing with. Next one in the bag. This seems like a really heavily packed bag. It's a Crush 100X, and this one is in the Bluegill Fire pattern, which is actually quite slick. All of the paint jobs, all of the detailing that they put into their lures seem to be a bit above and beyond most of the ones that I do get in my packages. As I've said over and over again, I think that 6 cents is by far the best box that you get on a monthly basis. Next one here, we have the Crush Flat 75X. It's a flat bill crank, and it looks like 5/8 ounce, and it's in the Shad Fantasy. Another really cool looking lure there. Looks like we got some soft plastics. And we have the prawn, the green pumpkin blue flake prawn. Kind of their crawl kind of add-on trailer. Looks like it's 4.2 inch, and we got an 8 count. None of the pathetic little sample packs that we seem to be getting from Mystery Tackle Box every month. And another one, another soft. It's the Ned Fry 4.6 inch watermelon red. You know, it's just their typical worm. Their quality of plastic seems to be really good. They hold up. You know, there's some of those out there that you put your plastics in and you get to use them maybe once or twice, and they're kind of self-destructive. But these actually hold up really well. So let's get into a little bit of detail on some of these particular lures and let you see up close what we got in this month's package. As usual, it's a really good package. Compared to what I get from the others, it seems like you're getting more for your money, certainly with this particular package. Maybe you want to have a bit more variety because you want to have some other brands in there, but I'm pretty happy with what I get from these guys. I use everything I get from them, and I can't say that about any of the other ones. Also going to look at the Plano Edge. This is a 3700 XL crankbait. I find myself amassing a whole lot of crankbaits, so as you see in the last box opening, I can get more by the month. So I bought a couple of these. It's, you know, fantastic way to store them. Kind of see I already have quite a few in there, and it's fairly fairly simple to get your everything in there. You don't have the hooks getting tangled up. You have pretty easy access out on the boat without too much fumbling around. And it fits pretty much all sizes. I've got some, as you can see, some pretty huge ones in there, the fairly small ones, a little bit of everything. As everybody knows, it's got the dry lock seal. It's got some of the rust inhibitors in there to keep your hooks from rusting up if you do have that issue in your particular water. I got some of these, and I also got some of their jig boxes. The only thing that I did not get from them is their jerk bait, because I already had the Bass Mafia jerk bait, and I've got everything in there and it works pretty well. I might end up trying to get one of the Plano ones, because it just seems to be a bit better fit and finish than the Bass Mafia. The Bass Mafia has a lot of trouble opening and closing. It just can be a bit annoying sometimes. As you see, it's it holds quite a bit. This is the XL. I mean, I didn't even really need the XL for most of the crankbaits that I am using, but it works well. It's going to fit on the boat right in behind the seat on my Hobie, and allow me to have easy access to pretty much everything that I need for crankbait fishing when the water does eventually thaw. Thanks for watching, everyone. Feel free right down here to like and subscribe. Glad to see any new subscribers we have popping up here. We're going to have a lot of interesting stuff coming up. The new trailer's coming in next month. I'm going to have a big show on that. And then eventually the water is going to thaw and we'll be back out on the kayak using all of these new boxes, new lures that I'm getting monthly from all the different providers, and see what works and what doesn't. Hope to see you again. Once again, like and subscribe. Appreciate it. Thanks a lot.